Siema, to Matys, a to Banishersy są, także lecimy dalej z tematem. A... Czy nie w tą stronę, w tą stronę. A to jest cyca, tu. Siedzi se. Dobra. I to co? Szukamy teraz... Miłość nie przepadnie, śledź. Znajdź sklep Ferdynando Millera. Czyż ty jesteś Ferdynando Miller? Chyba nie. A gdzie może być Ferdynando Miller? Jakiś sklep. Co to? Co tam? Jakieś pierdoły. Jaki to jest teren? No to jest całkiem spory teren. Może tutaj?
Now, Mr. Peabody, I shall drain the first boil. Ready?
Same sodding question every sodding time. No, I'm not damn well ready.
Excellent. Then we'll begin.
Be careful, goddarn it! Careful! Ah!
I know.
Co ty robisz? To nie jest sklep Ferdynando Millera. No jedyny sklep to jest tam, a czy to się jakby... To się nie bierze się. Co tutaj może?
A store.
O,
Ferdinando's? Closed.
ty.
Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Dobra, next door, tu Alice. Jezu, z jednej strony, potem z drugiej.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking.
Ej, skrzynka. Ale zamknięta. Jakieś tam notatki, pierdoły.
He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Kawałek drewna wyrzeźbiony w formie amuletu, ale jeszcze nie ukończony.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
He
Trinkety.
works hard to keep it away.
Chłop robi trinkety. Próbuje pozbyć się ducha. Czyli tej babeczki.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Sklepa nic nie mogę opędzlować. No nie. Się nie godzi. Ja, Rebecca Hartgrave w mieście New Eden, będąc zdrowa na umyśle i zdecydowana, zapisuję Ferdynando Millerowi na wypadek mojej śmierci cały mój majątek, w tym między innymi następujące przedmioty. Jedno pudełko na biżuterię, obrazy i lustro, zbiór książek, cały mój bagaż i jego zawartość, zestaw do kaligrafii, różne meble, wszelkie środki pieniężne znajdujące się w moim posiadaniu lub w moim sklepie lub w jakimkolwiek banku i tak dalej.
Rebecca's will.
Ferdynando Miller odziedziczył majątek Rebeki. Tak jest.
She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher. Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
I spoke to Rebecca. 'Tis she who haunts you. She sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
was she lying? You inherited her estate.
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it if you wish.
O! Pokaż swoje towary.
Stuff look.
Czy masz tylko... Len masz, chłopie. Jak ja biorę ten len chyba. Nie wiem ile. Wszystko. Co to? Futro, wełna. 220 mam. 321, 207. Kurna, mógłbym być bogaty, jakbym
You've
chciał.
put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept.
O, wyprostowane nogi, o jak dobrze.
Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
O, jak dobrze, teraz... Ale dobrze się ułożyłem. O Boże, teraz to mogę grać. Przeszukaj rejestr Fernandio. Gdzie ten rejestr Fernandero? Sklep Ingerso. Pudełko, biżuterii, bagaż. Bagaż i meble, obrazy i portrety, zestaw do kaligrafii Rebekki.
Ingersoll store and the blacksmith. Noted.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned.
Nie, Zak, to by tak nie zrobił, no chłopie.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Jezu, jeżeli, nie wiem, nie jesteś kaligrafem, a masz sprzęt do kaligrafii, no to po co ci ten sprzęt do kaligrafii? Sprzedaj go.
A note?
Nie jesteś
Let's
kobietą,
see.
masz biżuterię dla kobiety, no to co? No to sprzedaj, no.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
No tak myślałem. Był niewolnikiem, a Rebeka była jego właścicielką. Tak myślałem. Zapisała mu wszystko i teraz on w tamtych czasach jest właścicielem majątkowym. No to może się nie
He wants a
spodobać.
clean slate. Tabula rasa. We know where to go.
Tabula
The
rasa.
barrack room.
Tabula rasa.
I mean, as wolf belts go, it's pretty. But have more than enough of them. Folk in Boston are not short. Wolf belts.
Co to mogę
You're a merchant.
przeszukać? A,
I'd sell
obraz.
sunshine to the Spanish, but that
The
is
work,
not
I
the
mean.
problem.
We know where to go.
Enough wool.
The barrack room.
Bring me a bird, and we'll talk.
Barak room.
I could get 40... No, 20 pieces of 8 for a bear belt, if it were in good condition. I'll pay you half that.
That quill. Bet that's what we're looking for.
No, ze śmiercią szeregowca Pora Buriego, zgodnie z jego życzeniami w celu nagrodzenia jego wojskowych działań podczas bitwy pod Bloody Brook, Teddy z Mora zostaje wyznaczony właścicielem imienia mienia Paraburiego, w tym jego karabinu. Niech zmora nosi tę swoją broń z honorem. No, a tu będą jakieś takie pierdu. Czy ty coś widzisz tutaj? Ciekawego? No coś tu mi dryndoli.
A ghost left a fragment of their past here.
Jezu. Tą stronę.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to
No,
love
teraz
her.
trzeba go przywołać
Why
gdzieś.
lie?
Wiedząc, że Rebecca Hardgrave go kocha, Ferdynando udawał, że wzajemnia uczucie. Udawał, że kocha Rebekę, żeby odziedziczyć jej majątek, ale ją w sumie jej nie
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
w ogóle
Let's see what he has to say about it.
jest coś do wzięcia. I on po prostu ją wydymał, ale nie, że to naprawdę, tylko na hajs. I mówię do starego, ona cię jebie na kasę. No, tak było. Będziemy go przywołać troszkę do porządku. Gdzie? A, rozmówić się z nim, dobra.
Banisher?
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different, and I'd do the same again.
When you faked your feelings for Mistress Hardgrave, you gained much more than freedom. Rebecca made you rich.
As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job? Then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it! Step no closer.
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher, end this.
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave. I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
How very human of you, Mistress Hargrave. But hardly an excuse to own a man.
Time to give this love story an ending. Ferdinando Miller, the world forced you into a lie. You lived it to the full, and in the end it brought a haunting upon you. You, at the time, holds this ghost here.
Wygnanie!
Leave him be.
She's a ghost. Get rid of her. Wait. No. No. You can't take me. You don't own me. I am a free man. I have done nothing wrong.
No, but I have.
To hell with it. Your world is no place for men like me. You don't understand. You can't understand.
Woda Kedavra!
I chose to cheat. You chose to kill. Which of us, Banisher, deserves death?
Ty! Dobra. Klucz do placówki handlowej Millera. A gdzie ten klucz można załadować sobie? Trzyma go w niewoli. No dobra, dobra, to się udało zrobić. Teraz kolejna rzecz. Jezu, no dobrze. Klucz do otwarcia skrzyni w sklepie. A, dobra, tam z tyłu była ta skrzynia. Dobra, dobra. Tutaj, no tak, przecież tak. No Jezu, z tamtej strony. Futro, skóra, lin. To nie była ta skrzynia?
What is this?
A sansa. It's a musical instrument. It's Bantu, from southern Africa.
Ty, to musi być tutaj ta skrzynia, no bo jak w sklepie, to wy sobie klepie, nie? Ty, chłopie. Gdzieś ty skrzynię podział, może tutaj za ladą? Nie. Chłopie. Jak tej skrzyni tu nie masz? Dobra. Może tutaj? Nie. No chłopie, skrzyni nie ma. Trudno. Dobra. No to chodźmy zobaczyć tą drugą misję. A i przy okazji przecież, że tak. Evolution mogę tutaj. Obrażenia skoku są zwiększone na 150 w przypadku wrogów, którzy mają pełne punkty zdrowia. Obrażenia zdawane przez antenę są zwiększone na 25%, ale obrażenia otrzymywane są zwiększone. Użycie wybuchu, wygnania z... Dobra, na razie sobie wezmę to w takim razie. A tam to w następnej kolejności. Dobra, kto to potrzebuje mojej pomocy, żebym go zabił?
You've saved our sorry asses, sir. Of that, there's no doubt. You've earned us a rare bit of rest, and that comes most welcome.
You alright, soldier? You look drop dead weary.
The dead don't sleep, do they? And me being asleep won't stop them coming.
Can no one take your shift?
We're short-handed as it is. Besides, I can rest and keep watch at the same time. Old soldier trick.
Let's cut to it. I think you're haunted. The good news is that I can help.
The Banisher thinks I'm haunted, does he? Nah, I ain't important enough to be haunted. I ain't important, and I don't deserve no help. Wasted time helping me anyway.
You heard the man. He wants no help. I see no reason to force it on him. For now, at least.
Peaceful watch to you.
I co, tyle? Pewnie się coś łoddupi u niego i wtedy będę musiał mu pomóc. Kurde, to bym sobie znalazł, te nawigatory. W sumie teraz nie pada tak śnieg, to może...
I'd like to help him. Old soldier and all.
All right.
A,
Let's start with his billet.
no dobra, jednak nie idziemy po tamto. Idziemy mu pomóc.
Right. Andrew's things. Where are yous?
Wojna króla Filipa. Niech Bóg błogosławi króla. God save the queen.
Reward given to a brave soldier. I believe we found it.
Zdobył medal walcząc w wojnie króla Filipa.
Andrew's things.
Otrzymujesz awans na stanowisko współmiernie do twoich umiejętności. Odtąd będziesz sierżantem werbunkowym, odpowiedzialnym za uzupełnienie naszych sił dobrze wyszkolonymi ludźmi początkowo do obozu w Haverhill.
This is our best lead yet. Maybe we missed something in the infirmary.
Maybe. After that, we might look for his train band record.
Dobra, idziemy dalej. Do lazaretu. I do zbrojowni.
Pretty empty armory.
Looks like someone's been living in here.
No to nic nie widzę. I co tam na dole?
Storeroom. Locked.
Nie, w sumie nic nie widzę do zbadania. Czoja ślepy? A tak. Dobra, było miło się tak wyłożyć, ale już się nogi zmęczyły. Dupsko też. Dobra, dawaj do tego lazaretu najwpierwiej. Koszmary senne pacjenta nasiliły się, jest bardzo niespokojny i pomija posiłki. Zaczyna cierpieć na demencję, niespokojne majaczenia są znacznie częstsze. No to coś mu się tam... Coś mu się dzieje z nim się. Cierpiący na żołnierską nostalgię, ma halucynacje.
White must have a will of iron.
Kept it himself. Must have been hellish.
Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead.
Wydaje mi się, że trzeba tam na górę iść. Raport kapitana. Wziąłem 12 ludzi, jednostki w poszukiwaniu. Wrócili. Bla bla bla.
A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. I bet he'd rather have his sleep bag.
At least he made it home.
Aye. And he didn't. I'll talk to Andrew. Might perk him up a bit. Should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings.
I'm Antea Duarte. This here is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Now, who are you and what do you want?
Taki niewygadany.
Are you the ghost haunting Andrew White? Is that a yes or a no? Who are you? This isn't gonna be easy, is it? Mute ghosts take forever.
This is pointless. We're hunting in the dark with no light and no spoor.
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from speaking. Andrew won't be much help. But if our friend here can't tell us what he wants, maybe he can show us. Do you want us to follow you? I think he
No
wants us
idziemy,
to follow
dobrze,
him.
dobrze, dobrze.
He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them. This way.
Podążajmy tędy.
I'm reminded of one of my first cases. The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
Jak widać
This
ich
one is
te,
mute because of Andrew.
I don't know.
jakieś
Maybe.
żywotność czy coś takiego. Tak patrzę, czy nie ma tych niebieskiego takiego tego, żeby znaleźć ten trzeci
More
amulet.
stains. On we go.
No kurde, nie widzę.
He's leading us somewhere.
No naprawdę nas prowadzi? I niesamowite.
Over here.
No, idziemy tutaj do tych znaczników
The
całych.
ghost haunting Andrew seems weak. Drawing out the torture, the better to enjoy it? Or holding itself back, afraid to feed too much?
Jezu, nie czyta się
If mine had been
tekstury.
so kind, maybe
Nie
to slept
czytają się dobrze.
I'm jealous.
Don't be. These ones are the worst. Years withering, decades even. It's an awful way to go.
Nie no, potężny karabin, naprawdę.
Or he's just playing with us.
Tutaj to w ogóle trzeba by było gdzieś tam, lala.
Our new friend is waiting for us.
A tam? Tam też jest coś.
The stain is fading.
Piss off!
A, to jest to. Całe gówno.
Spectral nest. I better command them to show themselves.
I tutaj esencja idzie, czy co? Ił z gniazda. Ale czy to lepsze mi potrzebne ił z gniazda? Chyba do moich rzeczy nie potrzeba. Nie potrzebuję. Nie potrzebuję. Nie potrzebuję. Nie potrzebuję. Nie, nie, nie. Broszka. I z gniazda jest jeden, potem jeszcze jeden, potem nic, potem jeszcze jeden. Czyli jeden ił by się przydał. Ale wilgotników nie ma za cholerę, więc może kiedyś coś lepszego znajdę. Tutaj będzie ił potrzebny. I tu też. Amulet. Ił. I ił. No będą potrzebne te iły całe. No ale dobra, na razie nie będę robić. Będą potrzebne, to będą potrzebne.
Red, come here. Spectral writing on the wall. See for yourself.
Nigdy cię nie obwiniałem, przyjacielu.
Our ghost does not seek revenge. That makes things easier.
Jezu. Musisz wytrzymać. Przyjacielu, przebacz sobie. Nie możesz się poddać. Bądź silny dla mnie. Musisz żyć. Odwagi, przyjacielu.
Joshua Gouge gone too soon.
What's it going to say? Joshua Gouge outstayed his welcome. He wants us to follow him.
To już wiem, o co chodzi. Duch Joshua Gouga chce, aby Andrew White zostawił przeszłość ze sobą. Czy tu widmowy ślady znowu? Bo tak.
This way.
No ty, kurde. No, pierdzielony, pierdzielnik. Serio, podczas wykonywania ataku potrafi zrobić unik, nie?
Joshua looks kindly on Andrew. What were they to each other?
Brothers in arms, man. You never feel as close to a mate as when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not
A,
for
musimy się
money, not for
wrócić.
king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
We lost contact.
Up there, Red.
I see it. Most young men are taught to dream of war. And when they get there, they dream of home. They're not busy fighting and dying, that is.
The ghost has something to show us.
Tam sobie to wezmę, co zestrzeliłem. Więc nie zdążę tego zrobić. No Jezu, jak ja nie lubię tego ghosta jednego. On jest taki irytujący.
over yet.
Jest taki szybki.
Wait, the stain is fading.
These body parts scream manifest my spectre.
To było coś te takie nieskończone, tak? Nieskończący się elitarny przeciwnik. Elitarny klejnot. Dobra, to mnie to mało obchodzi. Podążajmy za duchim.
Over here.
Voices from the past, waiting to be heard.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Good jump, bastard cone! Help me!
Joshua! No!
Pistolet Andry.
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt and get on with his life. Am I right?
We know you died fighting by his side. Is that why he feels guilty? Is this why you can't speak?
Jezu, tak ciężko machnąć głową. Tak, nie. Boże.
I'll do whatever it takes to end the haunting.
We'll do our jobs.
If only these two could talk to each other.
Po prostu zginął w bitwie, gdzie Andrew White był u jego boku. Chce, aby jego stary towarzysz Andrew wybaczył sobie i zaczął normalnie żyć. No to normalnie zacznie żyć. Zabije go. Rozmów się z Andrew.
Joshua's not helping. He's scared Andrew's silent. Conversation
Dobra, jak ja tam muszę teraz wrócić, a? Jakoś tutaj i w lewo.
over.
I po drodze.
There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that. Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
Żywa normalnie mi się zrobiła.
He shouldn't.
Easier said than done. Shame is a queer bird. That shite doesn't wash off.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.
Mam wrażenie, że to jest naprawdę cykl dnia i nocy, bo tak kurde, raz jest widno, jak i raz jest ciemno. Gdzie ty jesteś? Siema.
Good to see you living, sir. Keep it short. I'm on duty.
You're not like this, but we must speak of Joshua.
Where did you get that name?
From his ghost. It's important we talk about him. Joshua requests it himself.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
How do you know it? You've decided it must be so, because you can't move on.
Move on? I don't deserve to move on. I could have saved him and I didn't. Move on, my arse.
You shouldn't feel guilty about a death that was not your fault.
But I shot him. I shot him!
Hold on. How did this happen?
We were skirmishing in the forest. Two Indian fellas bore down on Joshua. Dropped one, but the other had him cold. I was 20 yards away.
Niezły strzelec wyborowy.
I raised my musket, pulled the trigger. Bullet went straight through his skull.
Did you admit it later? I mean, no one would have thought the worse of you. A battle like that, well, shite happens.
Shite happens to shite soldiers. I said nothing. I wanted it over. I want it over. I don't want to live. I want to die. Please. Please. Put me out of my misery.
What is it with you people wanting to die? Deadly serious now. You sure this is what you want? You're in no doubt.
I'm certain. I can take
To się
it no
bardzo
more.
dobrze składa, ponieważ ja mogę to uczynić.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Just as you could not speak, Joshua, I don't think he can hear you.
Sorry about this, Andrew. I wish it could have gone better for you.
The war left me injured. The wounds were invisible, but mortal just the same.
Oh, shit. They were not mortal. You live. Andrew, listen to me. Listen to me. Why don't you answer?
I told you, he won't hear it. He's made his choice. Now we make ours.
Pa, para, pa, pa.
Andrew White. You've faced death, soldier. More than once. You and he have shaken hands and he has tricked you. Yet rarely have I met a man so determined to walk into death's embrace.
Aye, Banisher. I have seen too many dead. Just one, and then no more.
No, no. He must live. I'll help him.
The dead can't help the living. Not in the end.
So says the lady ghost.
I'm tired. Time to sleep.
Damn you, Banishers!
Dobra, 2-0 dzisiaj. Double killa mamy zrobionego. Ciekawe, ile tych dusz potrzeba.
Finally, peaceful. I float.
Żeby jakby dobrze tą fabułę zakończyć. I jedna esencja jest dodatkowa, już fajnie. Do dziś prześladuje to, jak przypadkowo postrzelić na polu bitwy swojego przyjaciela. No. I dobra, ostatni punkt sobie damy. To sobie damy. No i fajno. Dobra. I gitara. Także 2 misyjki wykonane, następna misyjka główna. Także dzięki za oglądanie. Trzymajcie się, na razie i pa pa. Aha.